Hello and welcome to Medical Dialogues. I'm Dr. Bhumika. Let's look at today's top medical news. Eating french fries may be associated with 20% increased risk of T2DM study. A new study led by the Harvard T.H. Chan School of Public Health and published in the BMJ has found that consuming french fries 3 times a week is associated with a 20% increased risk of developing type 2 diabetes. In contrast, other forms of potatoes such as baked, boiled or mashed did not show a significant link to diabetes risk. The study also found that replacing any type of potato with whole grains may reduce the risk of type 2 diabetes. The study described as the most comprehensive of its kind on the relationship between potatoes and diabetes, followed the diets of 205,107 adults over several decades. It analyzed participants from the Nurses' Health Study, Nurses' Health Study 2 and the Health Professionals Follow-up Study. Over 30 years, these individuals regularly completed dietary questionnaires and reported health conditions, including type 2 diabetes diagnosis. Vitamin D in pregnancy linked to child's cognitive development, study finds. A new study published by the Environmental Influences on Child Health Outcomes cohort suggests that higher levels of vitamin D during pregnancy may lead to better cognitive performance in children aged 7 to 12. Findings published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition add to the growing body of research on prenatal nutrition indicate that vitamin D may play a critical role in brain development, particularly early in pregnancy and especially among children born to black mothers. The researchers tracked vitamin D levels in pregnant women and later assessed their children's cognitive performance, focusing on problem solving and information processing. The children were evaluated using cognitive tests that measure executive functioning and working memory, but not language-based skills like vocabulary. The study found that while vocabulary scores did not appear linked to prenatal vitamin D levels, higher levels during early pregnancy correlated with better cognitive scores in other areas. More steps, faster pace may be linked to lower heart risk in hypertensive adults. A new study published in the European Journal of Preventive Cardiology has found that walking more steps each day, even below the popular 10,000 step target, and doing so at a brisk pace is associated with a significantly lower risk of serious heart and vascular conditions in people with high blood pressure. Research analyzed data from more than 36,000 individuals and revealed a strong link between increased physical activity and reduced cardiovascular risk. High blood pressure affects over 1.28 billion people globally and is a major contributor to heart disease, stroke and heart failure. Despite known benefits of physical activity, the precise amount required to reduce heart-related risk in hypertensive individuals has remained unclear until now. Researchers used accelerometer data from 32,192 participants in the UK Biobank study. These individuals wore wrist devices for 7 consecutive days between 2013 and 2015 to measure their step count and walking speed. They were followed for nearly 8 years, during which 1935 cardiovascular events occurred. The researchers found that for every additional 1,000 steps walked per day, starting from a baseline of 2,300 steps, there was a 17% reduction in the overall risk of major adverse cardiovascular events. Specifically, this step increase was linked to a 22% lower risk of heart failure, a 9% reduction in heart attack risk, and a 24% decrease in stroke risk. In absolute terms, this equated to 31.5 fewer MACE events, 7.2 fewer heart failure events, 9.9 fewer heart attacks, and 10.4 fewer strokes per 10,000 persons years. Thank you for watching Medical Dialogues. Stay tuned for most updates.
Never miss a medical update from Medical Dialogues. Like, subscribe, and press the bell icon.